Hey everyone, it's Toot here. Welcome to another video in the How I Play As series. In this series I show you how I play as operators in Rainbow Six Siege. They're not intended to be a definitive guide for how to play as those operators. It's just how I choose to play as those operators in Rainbow Six Siege. In this episode we're taking a look at Buck, and let's get on with it. Buck is a Canadian operator and he is a member of the JTF-2 CTU. He is a 2-speed 2-armor operator and his special gadget is the skeleton key 12-gauge shotgun attachment. This attachment can be attached to either of his primary weapons and serves as a good backup shotgun that can get you through barricades and breachable walls, much like you would with any shotgun, and it also serves as a good tool for taking out enemies at close range. So let's talk about Buck's loadout. He's got two primary weapons. He's got the C8 SFW assault rifle and the CAMR-S, or CAMRS as most people call it, I think, marksman rifle. The secondary weapons are the Mark 1 9mm handgun, and his gadgets are the stun grenades and frag grenades. The loadout that I prefer to use is the C8 SFW for close quarters maps such as House, and typically I'll use the holographic scope and the flash hider or compensator barrels, and with the CAMRS I'll use that on longer range maps such as Canal and the Chalet, and with that I will use the ACOG and the muzzle brake attachment to try and keep control of the recoil. The Mark 1 handgun, I will typically use the muzzle brake, so there's nothing quiet about Buck. Depending on the objective, I'll take either the stuns or the frags. If it's a hostage objective, then I'll take the stun grenades. If it's anything else, then typically I will take the frag grenades.
Check the bio container.
During the prep phase, I will take my drone and I'll just generally try and find the objective, see who's on the other team, and then I'll try and find a safe spot for my drone so that I can use it when I come back into the game. Nothing special there, pretty much what I do with any other operator. Let's have a look at Buck's special ability here, which is the skeleton key. So here you can see me breaching open a hole in the wall. It's much more effective than a regular shotgun for doing this. It's got a wider range of spread, and as you can see there, it opens up a perfectly usable hole for Fuse to just walk through. One shot and Fuse can go through and save himself a breaching charge. When you aim down the sights with a skeleton key, I don't find the spread as wide, so generally you're better off using it not zoomed in, I think. And as you can see here, from a very long distance, the spread didn't really do much on that wall at all. The attachment is very useful, like I say, for getting you through walls. It still takes one or two hits to get you through a barricaded door or window, which is very strange considering how easily it opens up a wall. It won't get you through reinforced walls. It is only good for soft walls that have not been reinforced. It will also get you through enemy operators pretty easily. Shoot them in the face, they'll go down, but that's the case with any gun. Shoot them in the chest, I think you're probably looking at 1 to 2 shots, depending on the range that you're at. If you're up close, a shot from the skeleton key is going to take down an opponent very quickly. So it is very useful for Buck that he's essentially got an assault rifle or a marksman rifle along with a shotgun and a handgun. Let's have a look at how I would use Buck in a game. So here on Favela, typically a strategy of mine here when the objective is in the answer compartment is to go up to that soft wall there, break a hole, and then use my assault rifle or the CAMRS to shoot through to the objective. You can quite often catch people hanging out in that little kitchen area, so it's very useful. Often I'll use the CAMRS to do this technique, but because this is casual and I wasn't sure where I'd be spawning, I'm using the C8, which means that it's not quite as well equipped to deal with this particular tactic that I use. Because I carry the holographic or the reflex sight in this instance, it's a little bit more challenging. With the CAMRS, you just rip through people that are in that kitchen area. So here, I'll send the drone in, have a little look at the lay of land. Because I've got the C8, I am actually in a better position here where I can move into the objective. So I'll throw in a flash grenade. I'm trying a different loadout here in Favela. Throw in the stuns. I know those two are in there, so I make my move in. I see smoke, take him down. Finish him off. Not sure where the other one's gone. I see him pop up there on the counter. He manages to take me down, but by that time I've already instructed the team as to where they are, and the team are coming in to help me out, so we win that round without a death.
Op 4 eliminated.
Now here, I'm using the holographic. It is my favourite scope, I think. So I rappel up to the second floor, get the skeleton key ready, breach my way in through this wall. much quicker and easier than a breaching charge. And there you can see just how the spread works there on the skeleton key. 2 shots at the camera there, which you would have thought would have taken it out, but no, and I had to take a 3rd shot. So I switched to the pistol there because I wanted to take out the camera as I come round. Decided it wasn't needed, so I switched back to assault rifle and managed to take out the dot. Took me a while, but got there in the end. Take out the camera.
Swapping mags!
Now the objective is downstairs. I was going to go upstairs, but instead I decided to come over here and drop down and come in from this angle. Unfortunately I did. That allowed me to take out, I think that was Rook. I hear an operator around here to the right, so I come round.
Phone activated.
Throw a stun grenade to try and distract some people. Bear comes round, I get a lucky headshot. And that's generally how I play as Buck.
Friendly mission successful.
Let's look at my tips for how I play as Buck in Rainbow Six Siege. Tip number 1, I use the cameras with the ACOG on long range maps such as Chalet. I also equip the muzzle brake so that I can take quick sniper shots and not worry too much about recoil. I then use the C8 SFW assault rifle with a holographic sight for smaller maps such as House, and I'll use this for the close-up engagements so that I can just spray at my opponent and go for those headshots. Tip number 2, don't be afraid to use the skeleton key to just tear through walls, taking the enemy by surprise. The switch between attachments will get you through a wall to a kill much quicker and cleaner than Sledge can manage. And tip number 3, Buck can be one of the most aggressive operators. Following up from tip number 2, use him to push the defense hard by prepping the room with stuns or frags. Move in and take fast, powerful headshots. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If there's anything you've seen here that you think I could be doing better, then by all means drop me a comment letting me know how I can improve my gameplay. Subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with all of my latest How I Play As videos. Also, you'll get to keep up to date with my Why You Do That series and my Game of the Week videos, where I'll show you my number 1 attack and defend rounds each week. Drop me a comment letting me know what you like and what you don't like. Hit the like button, but please don't hit the dislike button. I know it's tempting if you don't like the video, but please just give me a comment instead letting me know what you didn't like so that I can try and refine my content to be more enjoyable for people in the future. Thanks for watching, keep on sieging.